From eerie figures that got caught on camera to mysterious strangers who appear and disappear without a trace.
Run.
Some videos aren't just bizarre, they're chilling. So hang on tight, because these CCTV captures will leave you shocked. Late one night near the Mexico border, a small shop security camera recorded a horse on the street. It was when he reviewed the footage later, the shop owner spotted a shadowy figure on top of it. Locals related it to the shadowy rider known as the Black Charro. The video, believed to be from Guatemala, might be the clearest sighting of the legendary figure. And this wasn't the only footage. Another camera in the same town caught the same figure on a different night. It could be possible that the ghostly rider has been roaming Guatemala's streets for years, but only show up when no one expects it. Phantom carriage. On September 2024, at 12:49 a.m. in Tuxpan, Mexico, a surveillance camera captured a chilling sight. A shadow was seen running down the street, but this wasn't any ordinary shadow. It took the shape of a horse, and behind it, there was a cart. In Mexico, it's often said that this spirit is heard and seen at night, but this was the first time it was caught on camera. The footage gave proof to the long-standing stories, leaving everyone in the area unsettled and in awe of the mysterious apparition. Invisible voice. A young woman stopped outside a house late at night and stood in the middle of the road. It seemed strange, but the reason was clear soon. It became clear from the video that something had stopped her in the middle of the road and began conversing with her. Some say she might have been hallucinating, but others believe she was speaking to something invisible. The creepiest part? Her last words recorded on the footage were a scary cry that she needed help. Crawling ghost.
Run.
A homeowner grew terrified of a creepy being that kept appearing in front of his house. But when no one believed him, he set up a CCTV to capture it. As expected, the creature arrived from behind the trash can, crawling on all fours. It was small, but when it looked directly at the camera, its glowing eyes revealed it wasn't a person in a costume. It was something far worse, a ghost or spirit clearly meant to terrify him. Slowly, it crawled back behind the can and vanished, but the hauntings didn't stop. In the end, the homeowner was so scared, he had no choice but to move away.
Run.
Hidden power. You've probably heard about superpowers, but never seen them in real life. A girl in Thailand was with her friends when a boy tried to rush her. To everyone's surprise, she instinctively put her hand in front of him, and he was instantly lifted into the air, thrown backward. Another boy tried the same, and the same thing happened to him. It seemed like she had some kind of superpower, but she had no idea how or why. She was scared as she knew. But what if there are more people like her? Crawling spirit. This CCTV footage shows a humanoid figure kind of like a witch walking on all fours, with long hair. Its face wasn't clear, but the way it moved was enough to tell this wasn't normal. It looked more like a witch, or maybe even a creature. And when the neighbors showed her the footage, she couldn't believe it. Shadow Parade. In Guadalajara, Mexico, a late-night security camera recorded something hard to believe. At first, the road looked empty, but then a black smoke appeared out of nowhere. Slowly, it shaped into 5 dark human-like shadows walking across the road. They looked like ghosts. Even after experts reviewed the footage, they were left in shock, unable to believe what the camera had captured. Haunted Street. You might have heard of scary things, but this one feels different. A security camera recorded it at night on an empty street. Out of nowhere, a tricycle started moving on its own with no one around. But that wasn't it. At the same moment, a white spirit appeared on the roof of a building, staring straight at the camera, then faded away. And still, it didn't end there. The man sleeping on the road suddenly woke up and began searching for something. Did he sense the odd existence? Well, I think he did. Masked watchers. It's not always the spirits or ghosts that terrify people, and this footage shows how. A CCTV camera was recording a quiet night when it suddenly picked up a figure wearing a panda mask. The screen glitched for a second. Then another one appeared, this time in a creepy bear mask. Both stood still, staring straight into the camera. They weren't entertainers. Their presence felt more like a warning, and reports later said the same masked figures had been spotted near other homes too. Whatever their reason, it's clear they weren't there for fun. Dancing woman. A homeowner was about to sleep late at night when he saw something strange through his window. On the empty road, a woman was dancing slowly. At first, it seemed odd, but harmless. Then she suddenly stopped and turned to face him. Online spectators say it matched the description of the Serbian dancing lady, a terrifying figure known to appear alone at night. They say if she notices you watching, you could be her next target. And once she turns toward you, the only thing left to do is run. Lightning arrival. While recording the road outside the house, a CCTV picked up a strange thing. Everything was calm until a sudden lightning strike lit up the sky. Right after that, a man appeared out of nowhere and started walking down the street. No cars, no sound. Just him. Some believe the lightning might have opened a portal, bringing him from another world. Others say he came from another time, but no one could explain how he got there so suddenly. Staring clown. In the US, a home security camera recorded a disturbing sight. Around 1:30 a.m., a clown slowly walked into a private home. He didn't take anything, didn't speak, and barely moved. He just stared directly into the camera. That frozen look on his face was worse than any noise. No one could explain how he got in or why he came, because after standing there for minutes, he simply turned around and walked out. Growing ghost. Ghostly. It slowly keeps getting taller. A video uploaded online shocked viewers around the world. It came from a home security camera recording a quiet night. Everything looked normal until a small, white, shadowy figure suddenly ran across the room. It looked like a child shape, but what scared people the most was its height. It started off tiny, but as it moved, it kept growing taller and taller until it crossed the camera and vanished into the house. It soon was out of sight, but the way it entered seems like the spirit never left. Child ghosts. While recording the night, a surveillance camera outside a small industry caught something strange on the road. Out of nowhere, a small, dark humanoid figure appeared, walking slowly across to the other side. Not long after, another similar figure appeared and did the same. Their odd appearance made them appear as the spirits of children, haunting that place. The sight left viewers unsettled, with many wondering what had happened in that area to make these spirits remain. Invisible attack. A security camera captured an unsettling scene. A resident entered his house late at night, but moments later, something unseen pulled him so hard that he fell and fainted. His neighbors heard the unsettling sounds and rushed over to help, but none had any idea what had happened. He was left completely helpless. The strange force seemed to have vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving everyone confused and terrified. It was a creepy reminder that some things cannot be explained. Vanishing man. On December 1st, 2024, a video was uploaded online that instantly grabbed the world's attention. It showed a man casually walking down the street. Everything seemed normal, until suddenly, he became invisible right in front of the camera. The viewers froze in disbelief. As the video spread, it became clear that he wasn't a person at all. It was a ghost, one that had been living among us unnoticed. It, however, got caught on camera for the world to see, leaving everyone scared that who knows how many of them are living with us. Street shadows. A kid was playing in the street one night when, out of nowhere, he got scared and ran off in a hurry. You might wonder what could have frightened him so much. From the wall, not one, but two shadowy humanoid figures in white appeared. They slowly moved across the street and vanished on the other side. The kid had seen them, and that was enough to send him running. Since that night, he never stepped foot on that street again, too terrified to ever return. Dancing lady. One night, as a resident slept peacefully, strange sounds woke him up as he peeked outside his window and saw an old woman in cultural dress dancing in the middle of the night. It was unsettling, but what made it worse was realizing she wasn't a normal woman. She was the infamous Serbian dancing lady, a terrifying spirit seen by few. The worst part? If she had seen him, she would have rushed towards him. The man felt lucky she hadn't noticed him. But the fear of what could have happened stayed with him long after. Unseen force. A CCTV on a quiet road showed two people casually riding a bike. Everything was okay, until out of nowhere, a woman appeared to be dragged by an invisible force. She wasn't struggling against anyone, yet it was clear she was being pulled. One of the bikers rushed to help, grabbing her in an attempt to stop whatever was happening. But just like that, he was pulled into the same invisible grip. You could see nothing, but the force was undeniable. The footage ended, leaving no answers. All anyone could do was hope that the spirit eventually let her go. Shadow figure. Dogs were playing in an empty street late at night when, out of nowhere, they suddenly ran off in fear. Their panic was captured on a security camera. Just behind them, a dark humanoid figure appeared, moving slowly through the shadows. Animals are known to sense spirits before humans do, and this footage proves that the street was haunted. No one had noticed anything unusual before, but after seeing the video, locals started to believe something was creeping there. The ghostly figure remained a mystery, leaving the street more unsettling than ever. Violent push. A street security camera was recording a normal day, with people going about their usual routines. Then something unexpected happened. A woman, walking towards her car, was suddenly pushed with immense force. She lost control, fell backward, and fainted right there on camera. The force was clearly visible, but what or who caused it remained unknown. The online believed that she was under the influence of some demonic entity, because what else can force her with such force? White figure. While checking the security footage, a guard came across something he couldn't explain. In the middle of the night, the road was completely empty until a small, human-like white figure appeared. It moved slowly along the road, heading straight toward the camera. Then, just like that, it passed by and disappeared into the dark. The footage was grainy, and the night was too dark to catch clear details, but the white dress made it clear that she was a girl's spirit, and whoever was walking that road at the same time might have seen it too, from up close. Shadow shift. A CCTV on a quiet street captured footage that left people speechless. In the middle of the night, a strange black animal was seen walking slowly. At first, it looked like any other stray, but then, in just a blink, it changed shape and turned into a human. The figure calmly walked into a nearby house. When the owner checked the recording, he couldn't believe what he saw. He was sure he had just witnessed a shapeshifter. After that night, he began sharing the story with others, and no one in the area ever saw that street the same way again. Veracruz shape. Mexico is known for strange sightings, and this one from Heroica, Veracruz tops the list. One night, a security guard was doing his usual rounds when he noticed movement far down the road. Curious, he zoomed in with the camera and saw a black figure walking. It was too small to be a human, but what made it worse? It changed its shape right in front of the camera, shrinking even more. The guard couldn't believe his eyes. It was clear he had seen a shapeshifter. Shaken by the encounter, he didn't wait for another one. He quit his job the next day. Street save. A CCTV camera on a road caught something that looked straight out of a movie. A local man was casually walking across the street. Unaware that a speeding car was heading straight toward him, he noticed it too late. But just then, a man in black appeared out of nowhere, grabbed him, and in the blink of an eye, they were both on the footpath, completely safe. The man who was saved was left shocked, trying to understand what just happened. Who was the stranger? Was he even human? No one knows. But one thing's sure, his life was saved in the most unreal way. Soul departure. One night, a homeless man was lying on a quiet street, trying to rest. A few minutes after he closed his eyes, a nearby security camera captured something strange. A faint figure, almost see-through, slowly rose from his body. It looked just like him. The figure floated above him for a few seconds, then vanished into the night. The man never woke up. People believe the camera recorded his soul leaving. It's the kind of thing we hear about, but never expect to see. This time, the camera caught it, and the footage stayed in everyone's mind. Scooter rescue. A man, and probably his grandson, was walking on the sidewalk, and just moments later, a fast-moving blur rushed toward them and carried them away in a flash. Right after that, a giant stone came crashing down on the exact spot where they had been. If that unknown force hadn't appeared, they wouldn't have survived. The strange part? That blur was never seen again. No one could explain what it was. It appeared as if the flash came to save their lives. Floating head. A video appeared online and instantly went viral. And it's easy to see why. In the footage, a girl was seen walking down the road at night. Everything looked normal until a car passed by her. In that moment, her body disappeared. Only her head remained visible, floating in the air. The rest of her had completely vanished. It didn't take long for people to realize this wasn't a normal girl. It was likely a spirit playing tricks at night. When the homeowner saw the video, he was just as shocked as everyone else who watched it. Leg walker. While recording the street at night, a surveillance camera captured something deeply disturbing. A strange figure was walking toward the camera, but it wasn't a human or an animal. It had no upper body, just two legs moving oddly, as if floating with no control. Locals had mentioned sightings like this before, but no one had real proof until now. This was the first time the mysterious figure was caught on video. Some say it's a creature that only comes out at night, while others are convinced it's the ghost of someone who once lived nearby. Either way, everyone agrees. They don't want to see it again. Forest portal. On January 14th, 2017, a strange video surfaced online and quickly got the world talking. In the clip, a man was seen cycling through the woods when, out of nowhere, a glowing portal opened for just a split second. The man rode straight into it and vanished. He was never seen or heard from again. Some people said the portal teleported him to another place, while others believed he might have traveled back in time. Whatever the case, the event was unlike anything ever caught on camera before. Vanishing man. At night, dogs usually bark a lot, but this time, something was different. A security camera captured two dogs chasing a man down the street. At first, everything seemed normal, but then something strange happened. The man simply disappeared into thin air, vanishing in the night as if he never existed. Even the dogs who were chasing him moments before stopped and looked around in confusion, clearly shocked by what they had just witnessed. It was as if they had encountered a spirit. Those who watched the video were left shaken, trying to make sense of what they had seen. Vanished portal. A couple drove into a mall's parking lot late at night. As they parked behind the car, something strange happened. Suddenly, a portal opened. Curiosity took over, and the husband, eager to see what was on the other side, stepped forward and entered. But as soon as he crossed, the portal closed behind him, trapping him on the other side. His wife, terrified, tried calling for help, but there was nothing anyone could do. No one knew where he had gone, and all she could do was wait, helpless, for him to return. Hidden strength. While recording the street, a CCTV captured something unbelievable. A girl dropped something, and it rolled under a parked car. She knelt down, trying to spot them, but when her hand reached under the car, something incredible happened. With just one hand, she lifted the entire car. It seemed impossible. Not only did she lift the car, but she also pushed it away effortlessly as if it weighed nothing. The girl, completely unaware of her strength, had no idea she possessed such superpowers. The footage left everyone in shock, questioning how something like this could even be possible. Sky abduction. Two friends were walking down the street, chatting casually, when something unimaginable happened. Suddenly, one of the friends was yanked off the ground by an invisible force. A bright beam of light appeared from the sky, lifting him up like something straight out of an alien movie. The other friend stood frozen in shock, unable to help, before fear took over. He ran as fast as he could, not daring to look back. He knew what had just happened. His friend was taken by aliens. He never heard from or saw him again, and the memory haunted him forever. Super lift. A guy was walking down the road when he saw two trucks stuck, unable to move because there wasn't enough space. Instead of waiting for help, he did something no one expected. He stepped forward, placed his hands on one of the trucks, and with incredible force, lifted the massive vehicle with ease. He moved it aside like it weighed nothing. The bystanders were left stunned. It was clear. This man wasn't ordinary. He possessed strength beyond human limits, making it seem like he was from another world. Could he be one of the superpowered beings we've only heard about? Maybe, just maybe, they're real. Crawling entity. This humanoid figure was seen crawling down the street, but not in a typical way. The creature moved with its face up, staring directly at the camera. Its face was pale white with large, wild hair. It wasn't a person or any normal creature. It seemed like a devilish entity, something out of a nightmare. The figure moved slowly, unsettling anyone who saw the footage. Villagers whispered that this creature had been roaming their village for some time, haunting the streets, and no one knew how to stop it. Floating vehicles. In China, on a busy main road, everything seemed normal as people went about their daily routines. But then, something extraordinary happened. Out of nowhere, not one or two, but 3 cars were suddenly lifted off the ground by an unseen force. The cars hovered for a moment before dropping back to the road. One of the cars even flipped over from the immense force. Witnesses were left stunned and confused. While no one could explain what happened, a chilling feeling lingered in the air. Deep down, everyone felt that something paranormal had caused this strange event. Sudden arrival. While recording the road, a CCTV captured footage that seemed impossible. As people went about their day, a man suddenly appeared out of thin air behind a signboard, as if a portal had opened right in front of him. What was even stranger was that he didn't seem confused or surprised. He simply walked by, as though this was a normal occurrence for him. Was he aware of the portal? Or did he have some kind of superpowers? No one knew for sure. But one thing was clear. This was no ordinary sighting. Forest disappearance. A local was running in the woods, surrounded by others, when he suddenly saw something that left him frozen in disbelief. A man, running ahead, vanished into thin air, as if he had never existed. One moment he was there, and the next, nothing. Maybe a portal had opened, invisible to the others, and he was pulled through. Or perhaps the man traveled back in time. Whatever it was, it defied explanation. The local who witnessed it would never forget what he saw, no matter how hard he tried. It was an encounter that seemed too unreal to be true. Blink escape. CCTV cameras are meant for security, but sometimes they capture things beyond explanation. This camera, recording a quiet night, caught a local crossing the road. Everything seemed normal until, out of nowhere, a fast-moving car appeared, heading straight for him. Just before impact, the man vanished in an instant, only to reappear on the other side of the road. He didn't seem shocked, as if he expected it to happen. It was clear he had some kind of superpower, something no one knew about until now. The world had just witnessed something extraordinary. Shadow attack. On December 30th, 2024, a video uploaded online left many people shaken. It showed a boy walking home late at night when suddenly a shadowy figure appeared out of nowhere. The figure pushed him so forcefully that he fell to the ground. Terrified, the boy scrambled to his feet, completely shaken by what had just happened. The shadowy figure was no ordinary person. It was a spirit, and it clearly didn't want him there. The boy, scared for his life, ran away as fast as he could, not daring to look back. Vanishing ghost. A man had his home camera facing the street just to keep an eye on things, but one night, the footage captured something no one expected. A figure was walking down the road. At first, it seemed like a man, but there was one unsettling detail. He had no head. The body moved as if nothing was wrong, calmly strolling down the street. As a truck came from the other side, the headless figure simply vanished into thin air. It didn't run or hide. It just disappeared. It was clear this wasn't an ordinary man, but a ghost haunting the street that night. Instant disappearance. While delivering parcels, a delivery guy was on duty when he stopped at one house. After dropping off the packages, he was heading back to his truck when something strange happened. Suddenly, he disappeared into the air, like he never existed. His phone fell on the road, but there was no trace of him. No one knows where he went. Some think he might have been teleported to another place, but since that moment, no one has heard from him or seen him again. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving everyone puzzled and uneasy. Sky abduction. A woman was riding her cycle home when she suddenly felt something strange around her. The air seemed thick with unease, and before she could make sense of it, an unseen force yanked her into the sky. She disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. Was she abducted by aliens? Or was it something darker, a force from another realm? Whatever the cause, she vanished, leaving only questions behind. No one knew where she ended up, and her disappearance remains one of the most unsettling mysteries in that town. Shadow protector. As a guy was heading home, he felt a sense of unease. A thief had been tailing him, and just as the thief lunged at him, something strange happened. A shadowy figure appeared out of nowhere, confronting the thief. The man, terrified, immediately ran off, leaving the guy confused and shaken. He had no idea what or who had come to his rescue. Was it a spirit trying to protect? Well, it could be, since it was never seen again, and the guy did not recognize him. Let's move towards our subscribers' pick of the day. Late one night, a home security camera captured something that left everyone speechless. In the first frame, a baby was seen on the porch, all alone in the dark. But just seconds later, in the very next frame, the baby was gone. The homeowner, stunned and terrified, immediately called the police. Firefighters even searched the area with a heat-seeking drone, checking the nearby lake, but no trace of the child was ever found. Some believe it was a ghost, while others fear it was something much more real.